Hail and matches adventurers! Welcome to the world of Baldurs Gate 3. It's me, the Spud The King, and today I present you my build for Trickery domain Cleric. Yeah, for today we will be using our Shadowheart. So we won't be able to change our race, but basically pick whatever race you like more. Trickery domain is a very versatile and interesting domain of clerics. So let's build. For our cantrips on first level we begin Sacred Flame to have at least some damaging cantrip. Guidance, it's like best one if you need some help in dialogues and different situations that require you to roll some dice. And last but not least, Produce Flame. Sometimes you just need this flame. But if you got flame from Firebolt, for example, like we are with High Elf, you can change it for light instead. So our class is Trickery domain and we get some different actions. First one is Blessing of the Trickster. We can grant another creature advantage on stealth checks. That's one pretty interesting and useful stuff if you need some sneaky actions, and you can basically cast it on your rogue in your party and let him go in stealthy mode to go and gather some information. Additionally, we get different domain spells that will be always prepared. Charm Person, sometimes it's useful. It could be useful in the fight if you want to force humanoid to stop attacking you, but enemies will always have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. So there's like 50-50 spell. Disguise Self, really fun stuff if you want to disguise yourself as another person. So our background is Acolyte for today, and let's distribute our abilities. Our Cleric is kinda stealthy guy. We need to focus more on dexterity than on strength. Most of the time with Clerics you will go with strength options, but with Trickery domain we better get some dexterity. So our next main attribute is Wisdom. It's used for spell casting and it's nice to have some wisdom. We don't need any intelligence, so we can dump it. We can have a little bit charisma, a little bit of strength, dust to not being shoved and other stuff, and constitution to be able to survive many attacks. So with constitution we get more health points and we can concentrate on spells more and more effectively. For our prepared spells we go with pretty basic stuff. We go range damaging spell, which is Guiding Bolt, inflict wounds, melee damaging spell, Shield of Faith, nice concentration stuff with +2 armor to armor class, and Healing Word, our bonus action healing stuff. While Cure Wounds is better in terms of healing, in the fight most of the time you want to heal as bonus action instead of basic action. And as Cleric you will have these spells always known, so you basically after the fight can change Healing Word to Cure Wounds and heal your party afterwards. Just like that, let's go to the game. So with all of this stuff, first of all you need to of course find yourself another weapon. Instead of mace you want to have some scimitar in your hand because you will be proficient with it most of the time. So basically go and find any weapon that you are proficient with, and it's finesse, because finesse weapons will add your dexterity instead of strength. And let's level up few levels. So on level 2 there's nothing special. We get this channel divinity charges, 1 charge, and we can use it to use our actions. First action that all clerics will get, it will be turn all undead around you. So basically all undeads will become frightened and just run around. And our cleric action is invoke duplicity, and that's cool channel divinity option. So you can distract your enemies with illusion, and within 3 meters of illusion your attack rolls have advantage, and it's for you and your allies. This is like great spell. Having advantage is a big stuff. It's big for your rogue. It's big for basically every person in the game, because advantage means you get higher hit chance. And I will talk about spells mostly like every other level, what spells we need and we want to use. So let's go to level 3. Level 3 gets us new Trickery domain spells, which is Mirror Image, and it gives us ability to create 3 illusions that will distract attackers, and this basically increases our armor class by 3, and that's great spell. As Cleric you want to be in the front lane, but as healer we don't want to be dead, and this will help us by ton. So Pass Without Trace is really cool stuff too. It can basically transform all your heavy armored party into stealthy rogues and go wherever you like. So for new spells that we want to take on this level, it could be Spiritual Weapon. It's nice addition to our party, and depending in which area you are, if you see a lot of humanoids, then go for Hold Person to hold them. If you see a lot of mages, go for Silence. Sometimes you just need to be the supportive guy who go and cast Silence. So let's go and show you how you play this Cleric in early game. So, as for weapons, for this type of build you basically can go with double-hand crossbow and attack from the range. This still works as good as with just solo scimitar. On the start of the day, anyway, you want to cast this Shield of Faith on yourself, and now you will get this 19 armor class while you keep in your concentration. And keep in mind, all these trickster spells requires concentration too, so you need to think in advance, do you want to cast them or you need more armor class? So there's kinda two ways how you want to fight in a battle. You can basically go and attack your enemies and tank some hits just with your basic weapon. You can do it same with like hand crossbows, or you can use your magic. So as for magic, you can start basically with spiritual weapon, it's bonus action, and you can choose one of the weapons that is available to you, summon it on the battlefield, and now this weapon in your party, and you can attack enemies with this weapon. It's nice addition because it's doing force damage, which is least resisted damage in the game, and these weapons can fly. That's cool too. So another thing you can do, you can use this mirror image illusionary spell, and it will increase your armor class even more. So as you can see, we get right now 28 armor class. That's crazy. It's almost impossible to hit you. For these guys, it's really impossible to hit you, and you can be like this dude who's standing in the front of them and kind of doing nothing. Because when you end turn, if he moves, he will provoke opportunity attack and you will attack him with your blade. Or if he not running, as you can saw, every attack destroying your illusion. So basically this means that enemies will do at least 3 missed attacks on you, and you can do it once or even twice in the battle if you not used this spiritual weapon. And next up, of course, you can use your melee spells like Inflict Wounds, that's a nice spell, and basically destroy your enemies. And don't forget to use bonus action to heal your allies if they in trouble. So that's Cleric gameplay. And yeah, if you can't get to the target, just use Guiding Bolt and it will destroy them too. So let's level up and finish our build. Level 4 will give us additional cantrip. And we kinda don't care what we're picking. You can pick Thaumaturgy for increased intimidation checks, advantage on these checks. It's nice for dialogue sometime, to be a bully, something like this. And now on level 4 we finally can pick some feats. And first feat for this type of cleric, in my opinion, will be a Sentinel. So Sentinel will give you advantage on opportunity attacks, and you want to be as much annoying as possible with this cleric. You want to go in and force enemies to attack only you while you using your trickery stuff to basically don't make them attack. Next up, on level 5 we get an additional class, Furious, and it's Destroy Undead. So when we successfully turn in undeads, they will receive damage. That's nice in undead areas, so basically pretty useful feature. All clerics have this feature. But only Trickery domains get this Bestow Curse and Fear as main spells prepared, always prepared spells. So Curse got different options, and you basically can curse your enemy, and Fear can make enemies fearful and even drop their weapons. That's like big stuff. And we can learn few more spells. So what we can learn and what we want to learn as this type of cleric. Because we will keep concentration mostly on our trickery stuff, we want to pick spells without concentration. And we can even be more healer-oriented cleric with mass healing word on this level, and a Revivify, just in case someone focus our dead ally and he will dead inside the combat, you can revive him without any scrolls and then just heal him. So let's continue to level 6. That's the level when clerics get an additional channel divinity charge. And that's it, so we can go to the next level. Yeah, of course you get an additional prepared spells, but we don't care about them too much right now, because on level 7 we get an additional trickery domain spells that will be always learned. Dimension Door, nice short distance teleport spell, or sometimes even longer distance, because you can teleport to any place you can see. And Polymorph, very good, very good disable spell, and it will turn anyone into a ship for 5 turns. That's big stuff. And additionally get access to some level 4 spells. So let's look at them and discuss, do we need them actually in our fight? Guardian of Faith. I think it's like great spell because this not require concentration again, and we like the spells that don't require any concentration. And Dash Ward, very cool stuff. If someone in danger and should be dead soon, you can place this stuff on them, or even you can place it on the start of the day, and until long rest, whenever they die, they will be relieved with 1 hit point. And I guess you understand this stuff. The best way to cast this stuff is actually on yourself, because when party loses Cleric, party stopped healing, and it's really hard for them. So it's nice to be able to heal others and understand that you will survive one lethal attack. So Cleric level 8. We're getting additional action, and it's Divine Strike Poison. There's different Divine Strikes for all types of Clerics, and basically once per turn you can do 1d8 poison damage to any target you will focus with this spell. That's like nice damage addiction, because clerics don't have this extra attacks and other features, so that's like just additional pretty big weapon attack. 1d8 is not a bad outfit. For now we will pick ability improvement. That's one of the choices. And second choice is medium armor master. So medium armor master will give us +1 from our dexterity if we got 16 dexterity. And as annoying cleric, that's nice feat to have. So we can go in whatever route you like more, but I will pick medium armor master, because we don't need a lot of wisdom, we don't need this like be super efficient with our spells. We will focus with our spells on ourselves, so we don't need this high difficulty check for our spells. On level 9 you get access to a lot of level 5 spells, and to 2 spells from level 5 from Trickery domain. You can dominate person, really funny stuff. Person needs to succeed on wisdom saving throw, and if he fails, he will be dominated and he will command him. And seeming, it can disguise up to 4 members, and it can be used in some exploration, role-playing stuff. So maybe you see some guys, you know these guys love Githyanki, and you can disguise yourself as Githyanki and go talk with them. So you can use this stuff, definitely you can use this stuff. As for level 5 spells, what we want to pick. There's 3 spells to pick from that we can actually use a lot. Dispel Evil and Good, and yeah, basically you know all the spells, and if you are in the situation when you need this Greater Restoration, you just go and pick this Greater Restoration. So just think a little bit and read some spells, but I will show you what is like great spells to make a really balanced and cool build. Spell Evil and Good, really nice if you're facing a lot of Fiends, Elemental, Celestials, Aberrations, Fiends, and Undead, because they will get a disadvantage on attack rolls against you. So just like that. Great Restoration, nice stuff if you're facing a lot of enemies who are using Charm, Petrification, or Stun, because you can negate any of these effects if you touch your ally who got affected by this stuff. So that's nice to have in a battle, just in case your Barbarian got charmed or stunned, something like this. And nice damage spell is Flame Strike. So 5d6 of fire and radiant damage. Really good stuff when you need it. And so we're going to level 10 with additional class feature. It's Divine Intervention. Very cool stuff. You can use it 1 time per game. So once used, this can never be used again. Very cool stuff. I will show you in a second what it will do. We get additional cantrip. We don't care about other stuff. And let's go to level 11. And level 11 gives us additional spells from level 6. So for level 6 spells, as for clerics, I always recommend picking Hero's Feast and basically use it. It's a nice spell to have. But if you don't need this additional hit points in battle and having advantage on wisdom saving throws, and it's like most common throws that you will do, then Harm is really nice pick to have. And that's basically our cleric lineup. So let's go and show you how you can play him in a battle. And yeah, of course, level 12 we pick an additional feat. Additional spell can be like whatever spell you like from previous levels. And this feat finally can be ability improvement, and I recommend sticking with 16 dexterity and getting wisdom finally. Finally getting wisdom. So first of all, Divine Intervention. Basically when you use it you can have 4 choices. 1, Opulent Revival, and you will resurrect Fallen Companion with half hit points and restore all nearby allies to basically full HP and full slots. That's cool feature if you need some extra help on bosses and other stuff, but come on, you can basically save load your game. Another cool stuff, 8d10 damage, and this will be for every enemy you see. So basically if you need to clear some room, that's cool stuff. But again, let's be honest, who want to use this 1 time per game? Golden Generosity. Large bounty of potions and camp supplies. Sounds cool, sounds fun, but come on, you can find it by yourself. And armed to servant will call upon deity to grant legendary weapon. And yeah, of course, many people will just pick this to have some fun and get this legendary weapon and check out what we will get. Very nice, +3 enchantment mace. So it's nice to start your day with Shadowheart on yourself, of course, to survive. Sadly, I missed cast it on her, but that's okay. Shield of Faith if you need this +2 armor. If you think that you already passed this point and you don't need this armor, you can start with Hero's Feast to summon this like feastables and increase your and your allies' maximum hit points. But if you want to use harm in the battle, don't use it because you got only one spell slot of level 6. So let's turn on these guys and explain your positioning. So first of all, you need to understand what you want to do. You basically want to go and, for example, attack your enemies with Guiding Bolt. That is in the range, because Guiding Bolt got really nice damage. 46, it's not bad. Then you just want to go inside your enemies and stand over here. You can summon this spiritual weapon, so this weapon will help you with additional damage in the fight. And you want to protect your allies. So one of the ways to protect them is to basically stand nearby of your enemies, and if these enemies attack your allies, you can use your sentinel feat and basically counter-attack them with advantage. Just like that, you destroy them. If you want to attack your enemies, use this Divine Strike Poison. So basically it will inflict from 6 to 25 damage with this weapon. And that's pretty nice in bad damage improve. If you see a large pile of enemies, you can use this stuff to basically attack them all. But mostly you will use this Guardian of Faith to place this Guardian, and he have like a little radius that he will protect. So in this radius, and he even sometimes attacks outside of this radius a little bit, he attacks enemies and protects your allies. So you want to summon this stuff and use, for example, Invoke Duplicity just nearby this dude. So your allies will have this advantage on attacks, this dude have advantage on his attacks, and that's really annoying and cool stuff. So again, in a little bigger fight, just go, attack enemies, summon spiritual weapon, so this will aid you in the fight and attack different enemies, so you share damage and inflict even more damage, and yeah, it can fly. And right now our Lae'zel got 30% chance to hit this dude. That's not too much. So we definitely can use this Invoke Duplicity to put it over here to get advantage. And that's cool stuff to have advantage on attack rolls. And it's concentration spell, so that's what you want to concentrate on. Other spells, nice, it will be Best of Curse, but you need to concentrate on this too. And Fear is good stuff. But again, this Invoke Duplicity is very cool stuff. So as you can see, just coming in this area nearby this illusion gives us plus 20% chance to hit this dude, even 21%. And that's real right now. So Fear strikes in a cone, that's nice to know. Flame strikes still useful. And as you can see, we're standing over here, we are not affected by this illusion. That's why this Cleric with double hand crossbow works very well. So you basically stand nearby this illusion and have advantage on your attacks. And don't forget my favorite Guardian of Faith. Summon him and he will do a lot of cool stuff. Mostly just attacking, of course, but come on. He's big dude who attacking with Radiant Sword. Just like that. But he attacking himself too, don't forget it. That's like not cool about him. So that's my Trickery domain Cleric build and strategy. I hope you enjoyed this video and watch other videos built on the screen right now. See ya in the next videos, friends.